All right. Then, as usually, you can take your meditation posture. So be prepared to sit for at least 20 minutes. And take a few deep, conscious breaths. Noticing that these breaths can calm your body and your mind. So follow the breath deeply in and deeply out with your awareness. And notice how when you exhale, your body relaxes. There's a feeling of relaxation in your face. Maybe even as if some water is flowing down your body from the top of your head over your body. And you can make 2 more noticeable breaths. They don't have to be very deep. But notice them and then allow the breath to settle. And allow your face to relax. Relax your cheeks, your eyebrows, your mouth. The top of your head, the back of your head, your ears. With the next breaths, allow your neck to relax, to let go of any tension holding the head, to let go of any tension that holds the shoulders. With the next few breaths, let your back relax, your upper back, your lower back. Let your chest and your upper arms relax. Let your arms hang. Let your lower arms and hands just hang. Let them fall. With the next few breaths, allow your sitting area, your groin, your legs, knees to relax. And your feet and calves, let them also relax and fall comfortably. And now allow the attention to fall on the body and anchor it on your breath. So we will first establish our concentration on the breath. Try as closely as possible to have your attention continuously on the breath. You can observe the breath at the nose, at the chest, at the belly. So try one breath after another, one cycle of breath after another, to challenge yourself to stay at the sensations of the breath for a full cycle. And maybe it helps, even if you're not aware of your visual field, maybe it will help to just diffuse the eyes and let them look at the distance behind eyelids. So to not see anything with your eyes. So this kind of unfocused gaze in the distance will allow you to access other sensations such as the breath. And while you're trying to do this, you may notice that your mind will try and make small shifts away from this imagined straight line, or however you want to describe it, of this continuous present on the breath. So you're trying to follow the breath for a full cycle, but then your attention wavers every few millimeters or every few little moments. So stay with the breath and try and become aware of these little movements of attention. And as if it was a game, just play with them. So your task is to bring this ball of attention constantly to the breath. For instance, it's a ball that's in a ricochet movement, wanting to escape, but you're constantly holding it on the object. But very importantly, become aware of the movement. Or maybe another metaphor that could be helpful, it's that as if you're a camera, or as if your recording of this moment is missing some frames. So you want to view the object continuously, but every now and then a frame skips. So try and become aware of these moments, of these gaps in continuous attention. And at times these gaps can be very, very short. Other times they might be slightly longer. And sometimes they can take us away from the object for minutes at a time. Now you can step away from the breath and allow your attention to expand and to start noticing anything that's happening in your body, or perhaps any external, probably sounds that you may experience. And whatever happens, try to not interpret it, try to not classify it in the real world names or concepts. Just try and experience it in the same way as you experience the breath, catching it frame by frame, just by its sensory qualities. And again, notice any movements of the attention or of the interpretation automaton as they gently or radically move away from the sensory characteristics of the object, frame by frame, moment for moment. Try and see these movements and bring the attention back to the momentary sensory experience of whatever you're observing. And bring your mind very close to the sensory experience, as if you're diving underwater, trying to approach a coral reef. So maybe the inertia and the automatic reactions of your mind are like water that flows around the diver, moving him away from the target. But then the diver is continuously putting effort to stay at the same spot, same spot, same spot, same spot. So catch any flow of sensations that's going through your body or around you, and try and get close to it. Maybe you'll notice that if you get really close, and if you can almost freeze on tiny fragments of sensations, maybe you'll notice that a rapture arises. That's usually a sign of success, although that might not happen. Again, if you catch yourself in mind wandering, just gently bring yourself back. You can anchor yourself in the breath again, or continue with the exercise from before, getting close to sensations without interpreting them. And while doing this, you may also notice any mental processes that happen in the moment of observation and in the process of interpretation. So perhaps you may notice some subtle nudges or some sudden clouds of maybe not fully defined mental impressions around sensations. Maybe you notice some maybe loosely defined emotional impressions around certain sensations. Notice that neutrality is also some kind of emotion. Notice perhaps whether the breath now feels maybe even slightly different than it felt at the beginning of this exercise. Alright, so you can consciously again take a few deeper awakening breaths. And you can open your eyes.